Hey everybody, welcome. I'm just going to do this little video here on kind of, little intro on how to do the discussion post. And because we've been having some issues with figuring out how to do discussion, at least for some of you. Some of you figured it out and the others didn't. So I wanted to try and do something here where I can get everybody on the same page, so to speak, and figure that out. So I'm going to go in here and um, do that. Also, I like to show off little pictures of history, so that's me over there in the past, one of my trips to Thailand. But one of the purposes here I wanted to go over is like this little quote here. It is important as a military leader to keep soldiers informed and ensure that they understand what they are to do, under what conditions, and how. Your communication skills are critical to your success as a leader and the welfare of your soldiers. So, having said that, which brings me to the little point here. When we go into into your classroom, you got your different weeks, so forth. So when you go down to like week 3, because that's what we're finishing now, you're seeing this at the beginning of week 4, but I wanted to do this hopefully before you got into week 4. So you go into your discussion, and so this is where communication comes in. Now, if I apologize if I haven't communicated enough. I did announcements, some emails, and videos on how to do the weekly discussion. So, um, so when you got your initial post by Wednesday evening, 150, 200 words for the initial post, and then each week you will have one or two topics for the week. Um, After each initial question, answer each initial question with substantive posts and responding with substantive comments to a minimum of 2 other students during the week. Now right here, one student from each group will start a thread for each question by clicking on Add a New Discussion Topic. All others in the group will respond to that thread. So what we're talking about is, let me go over here, pull this one up. All right, so right here you add a new discussion topic. All right, and then what happens is, like I'm using this group as an example here. Now, first thing I want you to notice, now this is the end of week 3, and so there's 2 threads here. Thread 1, thread 2. One is on the crucibles, one is on the video. So when you go in there, what you see here is you see uh, Daniel here. He posted the number 1, the first topic of the week. Okay, so that's the thread that's the thread you see right here. And then after he did that, he posted his topic. And then everybody else in that group posts their topics or replies. Like, okay, right here, this one's further out to the left, so this one's a reply to that. And you do that by just clicking there on reply to that your classmate's response. Okay, and then you see here where I made a response to his response. And then you got the next student who, right here posts their reply to the original post. And that's why in this particular case, you have two, we have 2 threads there. And one of the reasons for that is less confusion, because like right here, you just got 2. Um, and I'm not trying to embarrass anybody, I'm just showing the example though. But now here in this other group, we got 4 different threads. Um, and they're also not titled. So, so again, and then this other one, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 6 different threads here. All right. So what we want is just that one initial post, like I'm showing you here on this one. You click add, you copy paste. So just copy one. You go in, add new discussion topic, and then you just add it in there. And so that's the way we're supposed to be doing it. And I just say that because when you get into having all these, you'll end up having people not even getting, like here we got a couple right here, no one even replied to them because there's just so many different threads in here. So that's part of the reason. Also, the other thing is you need to answer each thread, like there's 2 topics. Do not answer both of them in the same comment, because for one, on the grading thing, when the instructors look at the grading, it only pulls up one response, and you're supposed to have a minimum of 6 posts every week. And if you're combining 2 into 1, then you only got 1 post instead of 2. So that's just one reason. I mean, we do check them anyway, but I mean, that's just one of the issues with it. So hope that kind of clears up a little bit on how we're doing this. And I will show you again real quick here how to do so. I'm going to jump down here to week 4. Dun, dun, dun. Click on discussion. All right. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this first one. Copy. And I'm going to go here and add new discussion topic. And you might have, depending on what browser you're using, you might have to use Control V instead of the paste. But I paste that in there, and then up here, I pick the topic title. So like in this case, it's probably in this case it would be like professional leadership. So that's how you do that, and then you just go down and you post it. And then, see, we got that one there. So then I'm going to make my initial post in here. I click on that, hit reply. I go in here and I put in my initial post. I also have the option, if I find an article somewhere, where I can, this little tab here will open up other features. So if I found an article somewhere, I would, I'd type in here the title of the article I found. I'd highlight it. Then I can go right here, and on this little link thing, I can click that, and I can insert the link. But like I say, that's just extra for those of you that are interested in that. But anyway, when you get that done, then you post it. Hit continue. And then see here, when you go in here, you have your initial post and you have a reply to that post. So hope I'm not confusing you by doing it that way. Whoops. Okay. But anyway, so that's what I wanted to kind of clarify here, because like I said, there's been some concerns, and I understand being very busy. I also know this is just a 1-hour course versus a 3. It's online, so it's a different thing. Some of you spend spending a lot of time, some not spending any time. What's critical on the communication thing, that's why I was showing that original, that one of that little, that right there was, communication. So, with the modern technical world and everything, email is one of those communication tools. If you don't check your email, you don't go into your course room, if we don't go into the course room here, to look, to check the announcements, course announcements right there. There's a week 3 announcement. If you don't go in here and check these things, and also check your emails, that's the communication thing. Then whoever's the first one to get in every week into the course room to post those, the discussion, reading, following the instructions, or watching a couple of these videos I've done, or some other instructions we sent out. That's all part of it. This course is, like I say, it's a 1-hour course, credit hour. And because it's different, it may seem a little overwhelming, but the short story is, you have an article to read each week. You have 1 or 2 videos. So between those 3 things there, that's anywhere from 10 to 20 minutes. And then you do a quiz based on what you read and what you watched. Some of you do quizzes, I noticed, in 2 minutes. Others take about 5. So depending on your own individual pace. And then the other thing you got to do is come in here and do a discussion, which 5 or 10 minutes, however long it takes you to get in there and do that. and check it a couple times a week. And then you're also supposed to be doing your journal, and that's 5 minutes. Jot down what you learned this week, so at the end of the course you're able to do your project, your individual project. So that right there, I mean, those are the few things. That could take a half hour, an hour, something maybe a little longer, but we're not talking about 2 hours. I know in your other courses you spend several hours having to read and study and prep and everything. So this one's purposely designed not to have you have to do that. So, okay, with that, I think I went on enough. So um, I will go ahead and get out of here. But that was it for the most part. I just wanted to make sure everybody's clear on that and on what we're doing here. So um, with that, we will call it a week or a day. And if you got any questions, just shoot me an email or in the instructor office, either way, and we'll figure out what we need to do. Hope everybody's having a good week, and take care. See you next time.